There's a kind of strength no one sees, the kind it takes just to keep showing up. No medals, no recognition, just quiet resilience in the middle of an ordinary day. It's getting out of bed when your mind begs you not to. It's answering, "I'm fine," when you're barely holding it together. It's carrying on with work, with family, with life, while a storm is tearing through the inside of you. But no one notices that strength. Because you don't cry loudly. You don't break in public. You've mastered the art of looking okay, because falling apart doesn't feel like an option. And yet, you've made it here. You kept going. Not because it was easy, but because something in you refused to give up. And maybe no one clapped. Maybe no one even knew. But that doesn't make your strength any less real. It makes it sacred. And it means you're braver than most people will ever understand. You know what your problem is? You keep waiting for life to feel perfect before you start living it. You tell yourself you'll enjoy things once you're more stable, once you're healed, once everything makes sense. But that moment keeps moving, just out of reach, disguised as another goal, another version of yourself you haven't become yet. You hold your breath during the best parts, thinking they're just previews of something better. You dim your joy to be realistic, as if suffering is more noble than peace. And all the while, your life is happening, not in the future, not at the next milestone, but here, in the messy, unresolved, beautiful now. You don't need to be more ready. You don't need to fix everything before you allow yourself to feel alive, because peace doesn't come when the chaos ends. It comes when you stop postponing joy and realize that this moment, imperfect as it is the only one that ever really belonged to you. It's weird, isn't it? You feel like you've lost the ability to love. Not because you don't want to, but because something inside you hesitates now. You second-guess softness. You flinch when things feel too good, because you've learned that good things don't always stay. There was a time when love was easy, natural. You gave freely, believed in words without dissecting them, let your guard down without strategy. But now, you calculate, you protect, you try to love with the lights half off, so you can find the exit faster if it all starts to fade. You wonder what changed. Was it the people, the timing, the endings? No. What changed is how much of yourself you gave before realizing not everyone deserved that kind of access to you. And maybe you haven't lost the ability to love. Maybe you've just started being more careful about where you place something so sacred. And that's not brokenness. That's wisdom, wearing the face of caution. Growing up isn't just getting older. It's quietly grieving the person you had to stop being, the kid who laughed without holding back, who asked questions without fear of sounding stupid, who believed love would always feel safe. You didn't mean to let them go, but life demanded you be stronger, quieter, more acceptable, so you shrank in places that used to feel free. You spoke less, trusted less, expected less, and over time, you became good at pretending you weren't carrying that loss. You wore responsibility like armor. You called it maturity. Because healing isn't always about becoming someone new. Sometimes it's about making peace with who you had to be to survive, and choosing to bring a little bit of that fearless joy back into the person you're still becoming. One day, someone is going to remember you for the last time, and you'll have no idea it was ever the last. Not because something dramatic happened, not because there was a goodbye, just because life moves like that, quietly. The people you see every day will become memories. The inside jokes will stop being told. The voice that once filled a room will be nothing more than a sound someone tries to recall. And it's not meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up to the fact that this moment, this ordinary, forgettable moment, is part of the short film someone else will one day replay, just to feel close to you again. So be here, not in your head, not in the past. Be here, because one day you'll just be a name in someone else's story. And you won't get to choose which day they remember, only how deeply you made them feel while you were still around. The ironic thing about life is that you are a different person to everyone you meet. To some, you're quiet. To others, you never stop talking. Some remember you for your kindness, others for the time you walked away. You are a villain in someone's story, a hero in another's. And to most, you're just a passing thought, a name they once knew. You don't exist as one person, but as countless versions of yourself, shaped by fleeting moments and personal perceptions. And here's what's unsettling. You will never truly know yourself the way others do. You will never hear your own laughter the way someone else does. You will never see the way your absence lingers in a room you used to fill. To yourself, you are just you. But in reality, you are 1,000 different stories, none of which you will ever get to read. Seems like you forgot again. So let me remind you. You've made it through things you thought would break you. You've stood alone in rooms where no one noticed your pain. You've smiled with a heavy heart, just to make others comfortable. You've survived days you didn't think you'd get through. Nights where your mind wouldn't stop racing. Moments where everything felt like too much. But here you are. You've been the strong one for so long. You've started believing that you don't need anyone. You forgot how far you've come. You forgot that it's okay to rest, that you don't have to carry it all. So, if no one's told you lately, I'm proud of you for holding on, for still trying, even when it's hard. You're not behind, you're not weak, you're human, and that's enough. I think the next plot twist is that things are about to get really good. I think this world is going to open up for you in unimaginable ways. I think you are walking into your best chapter yet. You've been through enough. Enough heartbreak, enough struggle, enough nights wondering if things will ever change. And now, they are. The pieces are falling into place, the weight is lifting, and without even realizing it, you're stepping into a life that finally feels like yours. One day you'll look back at this moment and understand this was the turning point. This was when the story shifted, when the universe started working in your favor, when the life you've been waiting for finally began. Keep going. Your best days aren't behind you, they're right in front of you.